Freedom is popular. American people are waking up and they're realizing there is something seriously wrong with our economy and with the protection of our personal liberties, and we need to get a handle on it.
I love freedom, and I see my country slipping away from the people into the hands of corporations.
That they say, well, maybe your mind is okay, your spirit and your eternal salvation is something the government isn't involved in, but all of a sudden, every single thing you do with your own body and what you put in your own body, the government, you can't do it without permission of the government, but that should be a freedom idea just as well.
Democrats trust people socially. They trust gay marriage. They trust people to smoke weed. Republicans trust people in the area of business. They trust people that, small business owners to do well. But if you want someone who trusts you completely...
We're supposed to make those decisions. If we turn that over to the government, believe me, there's not much left.
I've never seen ultra-liberal people, mainstream people, and ultra-conservative people under one tent. And they're here today, and that's what's going to push Ron Paul into the White House.
Need the absolute necessity of looking at our monetary system, having sound money, and getting rid of the Federal Reserve System. About the monetary system, it is a secret, sinister tax on us, and it goes to the poorest of us. The middle class and the poor suffer the most. So it's very clear that there's a transfer of wealth from the middle class and the poor to the wealthy, to Wall Street, to the government, and all the special interests. So it is a tax on the American people.
He's the only politician I can trust completely. Every other politician, every other election, you have to make a choice of two evils. Do I trust this person who's 96% good and 7% slimy, or this one? Ron Paul's the only person whose voting record proves it, what he says proves it, that you can trust with a pro-freedom message.
Our pretense that we can, through force, make the world safe for democracy, which is nonsense, because all you do is get into trouble when you try to do that. This whole idea of us being in the Middle East, and they say, well, we got to fight them over there, we don't have to fight them here. But the truth is, the longer we're over there, the longer we're occupying their territories, the greater the threat will be that they'll want to come here and do us harm, so that policy should change.
I think it's an unconstitutional war that we are in illegally. And
now up to close to $1 trillion a year trying to maintain our empire around the world.
I support Ron Paul because I trust him. He's a man of integrity. He has always done what he said he would do, and he's never done what he didn't say he would do.
I am very concerned about what might happen in the Middle East, and the reason why our efforts and our rallies and our movement has to prevail is the fact that not only do we not only want to end that war, we don't want it to spread. We need to start bringing our troops home. We as taxpayers have to pay more for our non-national defense, for this militarism, than all the other countries put together. There's not a single country in the world militarily that can attack us. And we shouldn't be so frightened and intimidated that we have to go after third world nations that don't have weapons and try to provoke them into some type of war. It makes no sense. I am convinced that the greatest threat to our liberties today and to our Constitution is right here at home with acts like the Patriot Act.
I've been very concerned about some of the things that have been going on over the past several years. Things like the Patriot Act, and finally I have a candidate who will stand up and represent for me the views that I've had about the things that have been going on in our government.
This movement and this understanding and the need for this spirit of America, the spirit of freedom, is alive and well, and it will continue regardless of what happens on Election Day. But I thank you very much for all your enthusiasm and all this energy. Thank you.